In 2012, right, the testing criteria changed, making it harder to get your restricted licence. The pass rate overnight almost plummeted by more than half. That was over the next few months. Now, it has since crept back up as people have adapted to it. The move designed, of course, to improve the safety of young and novice drivers.
But has the test become too hard? For more, road safety advocate and Dog and Lemon Guide editor Clive Mathew Wilson is with us. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
So clarify this for us. Are those three just terrible drivers, or is the test actually pretty damn hard to pass?
Well, traditionally the driving test was 50% based on ability and 50% based on fine detail, and it's moved more and more to fine detail. As a result, people who are perfectly competent drivers are failing unnecessarily. They're keyed up, they know how important it is, they're sitting in the car, and they're often making mistakes they wouldn't make otherwise. And it seemed to me that the experience that you guys had was very similar to the experience many other people have had, which the tester took an almost glee in finding ways of failing you. This is not improving road safety, and in fact in the lower socio-economic groups there are surprisingly large number of people who've simply given up and drive anyway without a licence.
Because if you fail all the time, it's costly to go back and try again.
Yeah, they seem to have gone out of their way to make it costly, inconvenient, stressful, without necessarily improving road safety. I mean, I haven't had an accident in 30 years. To put this in perspective, I don't think I'd pass that test tomorrow.
Because the things we were failing on were little things like we all took our hand off to do the reverse into the parallel park. We all took our hand off one wheel and went like this. That's a fail. Or that's an infringement, and you say it can be interpreted by the blind spot thing. And look, admittedly, I sped up through a yellow light, and I get the fact that... But I live in Auckland. Trust me, the yellow lights... And I'm wrong.
Actually,
but it can get quite frustrating.
Speaking of Auckland, we actually have a lower pass rate here, quite considerably, than the likes of Southland. Is that just a result, do you think, of it being a little bit more of a complex environment, or is it harder here?
Auckland is a terrible place to drive, but I think it's also again, I come back to that putting far too much emphasis on fine detail and not enough emphasis on actual driving ability, because fine detail will not protect you in an emergency situation.
So if they change the test, we wouldn't necessarily result in worse drivers out there on the road causing havoc?
How about being human about it? How about, OK, you screwed up that test, let's all take a deep breath, I'll be back in 10 minutes and we'll do it again.
The one thing which you haven't got yet is any proof of whether it has got safer or not. Have we? Do we know whether the harder, new improved driving test has improved safety?
We don't know. They will claim it does, but however, I mean, just making it harder to get a licence by age will automatically improve road safety. The cars are improving all the time, the roads are improving all the time, and often road safety authorities will simply take the credit for what is in fact a technological change. If you want to know why the road toll overall has been dropping since the 80s, everybody now acknowledges it's just three things: better cars, better roads, improved medical attention. A lot of the rest of it is just detail, and often detail that doesn't help.
You did mention that one thing though about age as well, so maybe that's where maybe that is the right thing which they have amended over the years. The other very quick observation I was going to say, thanks very much, Clive, is that with people failing tests, this could have added to this backlog, because, you know, we were last week in the media, so many people having to wait so long for their tests.